Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus one more time. I'm here today talking about the same things I was talking about yesterday. The problems that exist in our society, how much we hate that they exist, how much we want to see change, and what little we do about change. And state how the problem continues. I'd like to say, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about Republicans and Democrats. We talk about the Republicans that have supported some of the initiatives of the Democratic Party. And some of the Donald Trump type Republicans are saying that these Republicans who supported the Democrats gave the Democrats a lifeline. I beg to differ. To me, it appears as if the efforts were to give the American people a lifeline, and those who stood against it were trying to allow the people to drown. So that's the difference that I see. When I see people like Joe Manchin, who says that he and others are against the Build Back Better bill because it's too costly, too expensive, and it causes inflation and this and that. What they're actually saying is that the America that we have been trying to say stood on the hill is not on the hill. And basically, if anybody's on that hill, it's just them that got, and not America. They're basically saying that they are for the infrastructure because the infrastructure gives them the glory of saying that America looks good, that the people who had to sacrifice for America to look good, no one cares about them. That's the message that the people are getting. But I'm asking myself, how many of you recognize that when Manchin and those guys say these kinds of things, what they actually say is that they do not care, and the system is not designed to take care of you, the American people. Let me say it again. They are saying that this system is not designed to take care of you, the American people. A fact that I've been sharing with you for over 40 years. I give you a quick example. In every city, organize yourselves and identify all the problems, the shortcomings that you have, and take them to your city leaders and tell them to resolve them. They will not be able to do it. And if you got to take it further, they might join with you and help you, or they might stand against you. But all of the cities that have gone to all of the local representatives now go to the state. Now you got all the people to all the cities going to the state representatives. And you say, these are our problems, fix them. And they will say, we can't. Now, either they can support you as you take it to the next level, or they can stand against you. But you take it to the next level, the federal level. And you got guys up there like Manchin and others saying it's too costly. The government system set up is too costly to satisfy you. And you allow these people to continue to make rules and regulations for you? Yes, you do. Why? Because you don't know that the power to make the decisions are in your hands. It is the responsibility of the people to decide what kind of life they're going to live. Are you saying that we're going to allow people to have deficient education and health care? Are you, the people of America, saying that it's okay for people to live in poverty? Are you, the American people, saying that it's okay to treat some people less than human? Now, if you are not saying that, then why are your politicians saying it? And if your politicians are saying and continue to say it, it must mean that you agree. And if you agree, I'm going to tell you, if you agree, you're entitled to the biggest hell that comes from that. That's the benefit of agreeing with stuff like that. Donald Trump and the people trying to take this place to hell is the benefit of the way America has been existing. Now, that doesn't mean you have to throw in the towel. That means that you can wake up, you, the American people. And those of you who say that you love God, is your God better than the other God? How can you tell unless that God is more loving? And any God that is less loving than another is willing to grab on to that most loving God, because together they are powerful. They are one. So I'm calling on the people to wake up. Wake up. You make the decision. Would you like to be suffering? You wouldn't, would you? Then would your God want you to be suffering? You don't agree with that. Then if your God wouldn't want you to suffer, what about all of the other people? And look at all the resources. Where did they come from? Did they come from Amco? Did they come from Citco? Did they come from Standard? No, they came from a power you can't see, can't touch, you can't feel. Now these folks going to tell you because things got tight, they got a money system set up to rob you. All the prices go up. You don't get any more. You get a gallon of gas. You buy the same little pound of stuff, but the prices skyrocket. They call that inflation. See, that's because of you, ladies and gentlemen. You, the people, have been led blindly. You, the people, have been led ignorantly. You, the people, have been led stupidly. You, the people, have been led against God, and you act like you have no idea of God when you go to church and sing and with your nice hats on and smile and do your dances and pay your tithes and offerings and go back home and help Satan run this world every day. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, but God says you didn't know any better. And you do the things that because you don't know any better. And he has shown me that God is real. So I have to stand here and tell you these things. I know you don't want to hear me say these things, ladies and gentlemen, and I really wish that I didn't have to say it, but it's true. Hey, if it were not true, we could be living as though we're in heaven. We could be living like paradise. We wouldn't have to have no lying, cheating, stealing, and killing, terror, war, no hatred between blacks and white, no racism, no bigotry. We wouldn't have to have any of that stuff. But you have to love, and to love you must know God. And people walk around with sticks and guns talking about killing. There ain't no love, and there ain't no God. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me this your time. It might mean something. Until next, bye-bye.